Hi, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new for 2010 RF1100 helmet from Shoei. This is going to be a mid to higher price point helmet, but delivers a ton of bang for the buck. Big change. Everybody knows that the RF1000 has been a staple helmet from Shoei for years in that $300 to $500 price range. The big change for this year is the new shell shapes and a new Snell M2010 standard that's available in the RF1100 and actually the X12, which is the successor to the X11, but we'll get to that in another video. So basically, this is going to be a top-end helmet with a lot of improvements over last year. We mentioned Snell M2010 standard. It's going to add a couple extra ounces to the helmet, but what it's going to do is it's going to add a lot of the new protective features that are going to be necessary from the Snell standardization, the Snell certification, as well as for the track in a few years. You're also going to notice the shell shape of this helmet is slightly different. And one of the key features right out of the gates is that this is an old RF1000, which we're still selling a ton of, which is still a great helmet if you don't need Snell M2010 standards. But what you're going to notice is that they have this wing for aerodynamics for downforce on the helmet, but the wing is actually built into the helmet. It's screwed in, it's an after effect, and depending, this is a graphic version of the helmet, but even on the solids, it'll be a color match wing that will sit as an extra piece. What they've done, advances in technology, 2010 design, you now have the ability to add this wing for aerodynamic downforce to the helmet without compromising. You can actually build it into the actual shell shape itself without compromising the integrity of the outer shell. That's why they did it this way on this helmet. At the time, when they tried to do this type of technology, what they found was it would weaken the outer shell, and they would have to bolt it on to remain the safety integrity of the helmet. So for this guy, they've built the wing in. Another thing that you're going to notice is moving up to the RF1100, 5 shell shapes. 3 on the RF1000. So now the shell size is going to grow with each individual helmet size versus having, small and medium be the same shell shapes with a different shapes liner and cheek pads. You're going to notice as well upgraded venting pattern. The chin vent is slightly different. It's 2-position. You have your chimney vents up top, which are basically the same on this guy, but as you flip it around the back, the addition of the integrated wing versus the bolt-on wing, you now have 4 exhaust ports. So you have 4 ports on the back for exhaust, and you're still going to have your 2 exhaust ports that are going to follow the EPS channel around the liner and exhaust at the back of the neck. You notice that we have a diffuser / spoiler down here for aerodynamics and the Venturi effect as well. Spinning the helmet back around, other key differences with the 1100 are going to be the shield. This used, I believe, the CX1 shield. This is the new and improved CW1 shield, which actually now has availability for a pin lock system from Shoei. This is something that's new. For those of you that don't understand what a pin lock system is, it's basically a dual layer pin lock insert that goes behind the shield. You buy a different shield for this helmet, and by creating that dual layer, it eliminates all fogging. It doesn't come standard, but it's now an available option. The other pieces that you're going to notice is the periphery. If I stack them next to each other, the periphery on this guy is increased by a couple millimeters on both sides. So you have better visibility with the RF1100 versus its predecessor, the RF1000. Another nice feature is that the shield is very easy to remove. I'm going to show you that in a second. Well, one of the big things that people love is they've improved the fit, they've improved the air and weatherproofing of the shield, and let me explain to you why. So you have an improved gasket that's going to run around the whole eye port of this helmet. And basically, when any shield on any helmet comes down, it has to come in contact and have pressure against that gasket. So think about it. You're out in the rain, water's coming down the top of the helmet. If that gasket's not tight, water's going to get in behind your shield, air could get in, it's going to give you problems when you're trying to shut out the outer elements. What this helmet's done is it has Shoei's brand new quick release self-adjusting system for the shield. And what that is, come in tight here. I want you to come in real tight on this back end. You're going to notice I'm actually going to pull this guy off for the time being as well for the purpose of this video. You're going to notice it's a spring-loaded system. So what I'm going to do is when I go to this first ratchet setting, you're going to notice it pop out. You see that spring-loaded section in there. There's a couple springs that are completely visible. What that does is that you still have all of your different détentes, you still have all of your different ratchet settings, but as you come down on that last setting, It pulls down, it sucks in, it's gonna lock and create a great seal that's gonna be pressurized via spring with the outer shield of this helmet. That's something we're not seeing anybody else do right now. It's available on the 1100, it's available on the X12, brand new for 2010. That's huge. That's weatherproofing, that's ability to block the fog, block the air. That's gonna give you that microclimate within the helmet that you're looking for, and then you'll control with your own ventilation system. Another thing that you're starting to see on helmets of this range is a 3-position lock for the shield. So you have locked for race, you have open for basic functionality, and then you have crack, which is a forward setting, which is just going to give you a slight airflow. It'll sit on top of this adjuster, and it's basically going to give you that defog setting. So you're rocking down the highway, you start to fog, you're at a light, all of a sudden, bang, hit the crack setting, it pops that spring out slightly, you're going to get the air in there, and you're going to be back to the basics of where you need to be. Shape on this guy is going to be a medium oval. It's going to be a slightly improved fit from the RF-1000. They have made some adjustments for this in 2010. Fully removable liner, fully removable top helmet liner. It's fully washable. This guy's going to come with a breath diffuser. It's also going to come with a chin curtain. Obviously, you can see that on this guy, I have them both removed, but they slide in very quickly. I did mention that the shield removing is very easy on this system. It's a 2-trigger switch. It happens very, very quick. I'm actually going to do it in a single take here to show you how easy it is. So you have a thumb trigger, shield in the open position, you pop it, push it forward, shield comes right out. Other side, show you how quick and easy this is. Bang, off, go back to that top end position, line up the hole here, put the back side in, pops right in. Flip it around this way, your back hook goes in, pops in, all set to go. So basically this guy's going to start in the $350 range, and there are 11 different colors of solids available, and there's 8 specific graphics that will also have their own color variations. It's available now at RevZilla.com. If you have any questions, or if you're not sure about the features or the fit, give us a ring. But if you're really thinking about, I haven't had a chance to try this on, I think Shoei's going to fit me with my medium oval head, and you're not sure about buying online, it goes without saying that anything over 39 bucks that you buy from RevZilla, we're going to ship to you for free. But if you have an issue, if you buy a large and you say, you know what, it's a little loose, I need a medium, send it back to us and we will give you free shipping on any exchanges that you place as well. Something we just started doing in 2010 to try to get the hassle of buying online factor for such a high-end item and worrying about fit. Try to take that barrier out. If you have any questions, call us, but also if you do end up getting the wrong size, we're going to make it as painless as possible for you to get to the new size and save you on the shipping. Another thing, remember, anything on RevZilla over 100 bucks, you earn TeamZilla cash. It's $5 for every 100 applied directly to your next order. Think of it as a rebate or loyalty system that we have in place to help you save if you buy with us more than once. If you have any questions on this helmet, on the RF1100, the X12, any of the standards, any of the features, any of the performance value of this guy, give us a ring, 877-792-9455, or shoot us a line at cs@RevZilla.com. We'll be happy to answer your question. Once again, this is the new for 2010 Shoei RF1000 video, or RF1100 video. Thanks for watching today. I'm Anthony. I'll see you next time on RevZilla TV.